Hey y'all, Rhonda here. Hope everyone's doing well on this windy, did I say windy? Day today. Oh my goodness. I was thinking I needed my yard guy to come, mulch all the leaves. And he's not going to have to because all the leaves are getting blown away. I don't know where they're going, but anyway, I keep checking my trash can out there because it's trash day to make sure it hasn't blown over because it's crazy windy. And cold. Really cool, I guess I should say. Not cold, but really cool. All right. Well, today we're going to talk about junk journaling and Dollar Tree, two of my favorite subjects. What I wanted to start with was, this could kind of go with the junk journaling thing, but I'm going to scoot you guys up a little bit. Okay. When I was at Dollar Tree, they had the neatest boxes. If you all know anything, you know I'm a bag lady, I'm a box lady, and I just had to. So here's one. And another trend that I found is joy. Joy is really popular. It goes along with the season, Noel, joy, all that stuff. But there's like joy everywhere. Well, that's my mama's name, Joy, and that's my daughter's middle name is Joy. So, hey, joy. And they're just cute little boxes. Which, when we talk about the junk journaling, you can actually make a junk journal and house it in one of these boxes. So I just thought this was super cute. And what I liked is they had 2 or 3 sizes of boxes. What am I going to do with these here? Alrighty. And then this one, Joy. And then look how this one opens. Is that not cool? And if you didn't like the outside, you could always cover it. You could gesso it, you could paint it, you could collage on it, you could do whatever, and then house your a junk journal in here. But I thought that was really neat. And then there's another size. Opens the same way, or use them as gifts, gift boxes. And Joy. I know, I just went a little crazy. Well, there's another Joy. That's the smaller box of the other one. And then, let me grab this. So here is this size box. Oh, I didn't know it had Joy on the inside too. That's cool. And you know what's nice about these, and this one isn't really thick, if you wanted to make a handful of cards and then give those cards as a gift, it would be really nice in these boxes. And that's a great size. And then here's a small Joy to the world. And this one does not have Joy on the inside. But that's always a great gift because, we love to make cards. A lot of us do. And what better way to present them, to keep them safe and all that is in a little box. And then look at this one. I just thought this was really cute. And then on the inside has the pretty candy cane paper. This is another perfect size for cards. I just thought that was really cool. And then, what else did we get? More boxes, but put that over here, that over here. And then I had to get this. So it's a table runner. This is Joy. Really pretty. Look at that. And this says it is 13 by 70. And this was a $5. And it's not stiff. That's really nice. I like it that it's not real stiff. I really like that. And I did get it for several reasons. Because it said Joy. And because it is traditional Christmas colors. Which that's what my daughter is wanting this year. Is a traditional Christmas decorations. But I don't know if we're going to get that. Because I don't know if I'm going to be all boxed up and the house torn up. We'll see. I did get my report on the house. And it's not bad. So that's good. Alright. Let me grab something else here. Hang on. Fall off my chair. Yes, I did go a little crazy. Ooh. I did go a little crazy on the boxes, but they're just so easy. Look, here's another one, Joy. What the what? And I love that they finished the inside. And another great size for cards. And then these, let me show you. Let me back up. Rewind. So there's the other size. And opens the same way. yeah, I mean, like, just joy everywhere. All right, and then this pretty little box. Don't move, don't move. Anyway, lots of fun. And I got this for, I'm sure you've seen them, and I've made them before. And then here's this size. Kind of see. So what you do is you cut the sides, all of these corners, you cut those and then it lays open. And then the idea is to put something in the middle and then something on the sides, you glue it on. And then, you know, you have your exploding box. And I should be able to, you can see the size difference. Cut this one down and set this one inside. You're limited to this space right here as far as what you glue on the inside of those flaps. But that should be pretty easy. Or if it doesn't work out, then just use this. Put a mug on the inside, and then you could put marshmallows and chocolates and whatever, like for hot chocolate, or I don't know, just candies, different things. So anyway, I just thought those were really neat. All right, on to the subject. Let me put these up. Of junk journaling. And I'm sure the name, as I'm dropping everything here, started because, I mean, junk is considered something you discard. It's not a, you know, I guess really not a positive word, but I guess it can be. But it's things that you would normally throw away that you make a book out of. And so, you know, do you need money? Do you need, no, you know, and there's junk journaling, there's no rules. There's so many different variations of junk journaling. And if you're just starting out, which that's kind of geared, this video is kind of geared towards that. Find somebody on YouTube that you like their style, you know, you like their voice, you like what they do, and, you know, follow them, maybe a couple. I mean, that's what's so nice about YouTube is there's so many different YouTubers out there and so many different styles that you can pick from. Because, I mean, you may like my style, but you may not like my voice, you know, vice versa, whatever. But I wanted to show you that you don't need expensive stuff. You don't need vintage materials. You don't need to spend a lot of money. You don't need to go out and buy a bunch of stuff. Junk journaling started from, you know, your junk mail, the envelopes, those postcards, you know, inviting you, you know, insurance or I don't know, whatever it is. And so to take that and make something beautiful out of it. That style is okay. It's not my style. And I'm going to show you several different styles here. Let me grab a book. Okay. Here's a couple of different styles, and I'll show you another one too. This one is by my friend Linda Israel, and she has a very distinct style. I'm written in that one. A lot of these are digital kits, and her digital kits, when she was still doing that, she does still have digital kits for sale. But anyway, you know, there's pockets, there's little inserts, there's just typing paper, a lot of tuck spots. So this is one style, and that's just regular school paper, I call it, with stencils and all of that. And then here's one with a cover that she's sewn. So this is a soft cover. And again with digitals, lots of pockets, lots of beautiful paper, lots of sewing. And yes, you can use a regular sewing machine for this. That's what I use. Now, would I use, you know, the really good expensive sewing machine? No. Would I go to the thrift store and get one to use? Yes. These are doubled up. I mean, there's just all kinds. You can use decorative stitches. I mean, all kinds, but you can see she has a definite style. Me, like my channel, I'm all over the place. So here's a couple that that I made, and this is a hardcover. Everything's made from scratch, and the outside is made from material samples, you know, like when you go to the furniture store and, you know, for the custom couches or chairs or whatever, these are the fabric samples. Very easy to get. You can find them at thrift stores a lot of times. Oh, I just made a knot out of this. Come on. And there's different closures. You don't even have to have a closure. But this is just a real simple one that's just for journaling. Yeah, there's a few decorative elements. You can see where I sewed different quotes on here, different tabs. All this is tea-dyed paper. There's some scrapbook paper. There are some digital kits. But you can tell this is mainly for writing. There's not a lot of flips and folds. There's not a lot of pockets. I mean, this is for journaling. It is a journal. And it lays flat. There's little fabric pieces as tabs. I love to sew. I love to stamp. But you can see this is just really plain. Oh, stay over there. And that's one style. And again, here's one that I did. And that's from a sari dress, you know, the sari silk. This is sari silk. Those are digital prints that I actually sewed on. And that's more of the fabric samples. And again, this is a pretty simple one. I do make them with a lot of flips and folds. This is a hardcover. There's tabs, lace sewn on the bottom. Come on, things stay where you're supposed to. There's digital kits. There's lots of tea-dye paper, which I tea-dye my own, stamping. But again, this one is just lots of journaling. So you could just sit down and write. Tuck spots for putting, you know, important things for you. I'm not a, this is a ladies journal, I guess I called it. I'm not a one in a million kind of girl. I'm a once in a lifetime kind of woman. So anyway, there's all kinds of quotes like that. You know, there's a thing, you can have it as a theme, which this one is. You can just be all willy-nilly and just things that make you happy. And there's little tuck spots and there's more journaling space here. Again, very simple. It doesn't have to be elaborate. It doesn't have to have all the pockets, flips, and folds and everything, but it sure can. And then the lace, there's some little doodads here, and then lots of lace at the bottom, all sewn on with the sewing machine. And then I'll show you my prized possession. If I can do this without spilling everything, because I'm working on a journal. And I refer to this a lot for inspiration. And this is Eva with Bohemian Crafting, and I am privileged enough to have one of her journals. And it has a closure. I mean, to me, she is the queen of journaling, of making junk journals. And this is a little magnifying glass. I mean, she goes above and beyond. I binge watch her videos. This is some extra ephemera that she put in there that I could do my own thing with. And I'm just going to briefly show this to you because I actually did an unboxing of this where I was just gushing and I think I dropped a few tears because I was so excited. But I mean, just very cool. And this has lots of flips and folds and extras and paper clips and I mean, just all kinds of fun stuff. Yes, there's a lot of room for journaling in here. This opens up and there's pockets and folds and tuck spots. So you see, I mean, 3 very distinct styles. And I mean, there's nothing that you can't use. And like I said, I pet this. I love this all the time. I refer to it for inspiration. And this just closes and wraps around like this. And this wraps around like this and then ties. And then there's chains there. But yes, to me, this is just love, love, love Eva. Okay. So I just want to briefly show you those because there is no right or wrong way to junk journal. It's what makes you happy. Yes, go on and get ideas of things to do, but don't stress. It's supposed to be fun. So I went to the Dollar Tree because I thought, all right, if you don't want to use junk, you could go to the Dollar Tree, spend a little bit, and I mean, you have a bunch of stuff to junk journal. Okay. So let's just get started. Let me just start grabbing stuff here. Let me entertain you. All right, and hopefully it's some ideas that you didn't think of, or that may spark some inspiration. This is a gift bag. I mean, a beautiful gift bag. It's good size, but if you fold it in half, you can have a book cover. And if it's too big for you, then just cut it down. It's really simple. And then you can sew or not sew. You can keep these as pockets. You can open up the bottom. But I just think that would make a beautiful cover for a journal. All right. Let me get some of the big stuff out of the way. And again, this is all Dollar Tree. All Dollar Tree ideas. I can turn this around. Doilies. So this comes in, what is it? 4 sizes. You can spray these. You can dye them. You can leave them as is. You can ink the edges. But they make beautiful additions. You can cut in half. The smaller ones make a tuck spot or a pocket. Take the bigger ones, fold in the middle. Use as pages. Additions. The little roses on here. I don't know if you can see. But you could cut those out. You could cut pieces of this out, make tabs. So that's a great addition. All right, let me just grab, okay, got a couple things here. Okay. So again, like I said, all Dollar Tree. So if you need a little glue gun or a glue tape runner, I should say, they have them at Dollar Tree. So that would come in handy. Index cards are great. They're great to collage. And with junk journals, it doesn't have to be a color. It doesn't have to be all beiges and browns. It can be bright. If that's what you want, make it bright. Make it happy. Make it whatever you want. But whether they're colored or white cards, these are great. You can cut them in half. Again, make pockets out of them. Collage on them. Make paper clips, hidden paper clips out of them. All right, let me grab a bag here. Because I went through, and I mean, this is kind of your basic Dollar Tree shopping spree for junk journals. Pop dot tape. So it's foam tape, which is really nice. Use on different things because sometimes you do want a little dimension. Another great one is books. I mean, for $1.25, come on. You can always check the, remove the cover here and just look at this. Oh, there's a little boo-boo on it. If you like this, you may want to cover it. You may want to leave it by itself. You can paint them, but just plain. And on these, if you wanted to just use this book as a junk journal, go through and about every 3 pages, 1, 2, 3, tear one out. And then 1, 2, 3, and then tear one out. And what that's going to do is give you plenty of room to add pockets, to add flips, to add whatever you want to add. And then you can cover these up. You can paint over them. You can leave them as is. Endless. Or just tear the pages out and use the pages. And then once you're all done with that and you have the shell of a book, then add all the pages you want to add. You can go through and easily cut right here. And on the other side, cut right there, and then this whole thing will come out. If you just want to use the cover and then use the pages for other things. All right. And this is the teaching tree. So these are fun. Use like this, use like this. Use as tuck spots. You can sew them on the top of a page. You can sew them on the side. Use them as flips. Collage over them, cut them in half, use them as paper clips. And then this does go along with junk journaling, but I did get these for an advent calendar, but I'm going to go ahead and show you real quick. They had some really cute, I did this for Halloween. And you can use these in your junk journals. You can actually make little folios out of these and then use the envelopes for something else, or use the envelopes and make an envelope book. You can use these as, like I said, for an advent calendar, brown paper bags, put these on the top, and then number them. Each day, somebody will open it up. This is the decoration on the front, and you'll have gift cards. You'll have all kinds of things on the inside for a little advent calendar, but I thought these are really cute. I tried to get the ones that, didn't have to my niece or my grandma, which it's fine if you like the style, then just cover it up. I thought this was neat. This one folds out and you can actually cut this one and that could be 3. Or leave it as is. And you can use these as signatures. Very pretty. So meaning, get your paper, measure it to this height and this width, and then maybe 4 or 5 pieces of paper. And then you can either sew them, staple them inside, and this could be a signature for a book. Put it in a Midori style book, meaning with those straps, and you could just slide these in, or you could sew them into a book. But the whole reason I got these were for an advent calendar. I just thought those were simple and cute. But again, lots of junk journaling ideas. All right, moving along. Here's a little doodle journal. And some of them have, like I said, they do have lines, and then they have little decorations there. And these easily come apart. They're just stapled. You can use this cover as your junk journal. You can take out some of these pages and then add to the pages that are, that are left in there. Let's see. This is another size. This just notes, but I like the stars and the lines there. And then this is glued, but it comes apart really easy. And then sticky notes are great for pockets, for different inserts. And you can stamp on them. Here's just some double-sided tape, which is great to have. Pull some of this out of here. Uno cards or the flashcards over in the school section. Sorry about that. Blood sugar crashing, no big deal. Anyway, you can cover these. The ones that are in the school section, some of them they have characters on one side and numbers on the other. Use them as is, or cover one side up, or cover both sides up. One side leave blank for journaling, the other side decorate. But cards like this are great. And then here's just, made in the USA. Yay. Just ruled paper. So you can use it as is. You can turn it on its side. You can cut it up. You can tea dye it. You can spray it with spritzes. And then here's copy paper. 72 sheets would make a lot of journal. 20 pound. So it says heavyweight paper. It's thin. It's thin. And then these little tablets like this are always a lot of fun. This is a great size to fold in half. If it's too thin for you, just use your glue stick and glue 2 together. And then fold, because 2 together make a nice weight. All right, what else? Let me grab the other sack. So I hope this is sparking some ideas, getting you to think that, you don't have to go out and buy expensive digi-kits or, go to auctions or try to find, vintage ephemera. And you probably already have some around the house if you have, your grandma's birth certificate or marriage license or death certificates, anything like that. Land papers, of course, all the stuff that's not being used anymore, that's not valid. And if you don't want to use the original, just copy it. These envelopes make great additions to junk journals. I picked this up. Yes, it's a hair tie, but it could be a closure for a journal. I just thought that was really pretty. It could be a cover. You could unfold this, and that could be the cover of your junk journal. You could cover a book with this, Mod Podge it, or again, a closure for a book. So you got to look all around. Don't limit yourself. Envelopes. You could either use the pointy side or the square size, but envelopes are great. And there's the legal size or business size. Those are great to add into your pages. Glue stick is always good. I don't use liquid glue. If I'm going to sew on things, I will use a glue stick. and just hit or miss certain places, glue whatever I'm gluing together, let it dry, and then run it through my sewing machine. So if you want some lace on the edge and you want it to stay in place, you could, you know, a few little spots here or there with this. If you're gluing 2 pages together or a pocket, and you want it to be still while you sew it. Anyway, glue stick is great. Composition notebooks are wonderful. Again, you can remove half of these pages, use them for something else, and then the remaining pages, decorate, stamp, add to, take all the pages out, use the cover for a cover of your junk journal, and use different pages. I love composition notebooks. Bulldog clips are great to hold things together when you're punching holes or when you're sewing signatures. These are just really, really good if you're gluing, say, lace on the edge, and you need, you know, it's got to have time to set up. Put a few clips on there, put it to the side, let it set up. Thank you cards. I mean, it does say thank you. You could cover that up. You could cut that off, but it's beautiful images on this. Plus the envelopes you could use for journaling. And then just a white notepad. Again, wonderful, wonderful. Big paper clips. It's a must. Because you're always wanting to, oh God, there's so many things you could do with them. I like to make little collages, and with the paper clip on the back side and hidden, so it can go on the side, it can go on the top, little clusters. Love that. These are big hair ties. This is thick hair, ouchless goodie hair ties. You get 10 of them. These make great closures. So on the, let me grab one of these. So you can attach it to the back, and then you can put a button or really anything, and then let this come around and attach to that button, wrap around, and you have a closure. So these are fantastic. And again, the index cards, $1.20 for how many? For 225. I mean, layer these puppies up and use them for all kinds of things. All right, I think, is that it? Nope, that's not it. Bunch more. And stay tuned to the end, because you'll be happy you did. All right, the material, they always have these little rolls, crafter square, craft fabric. This is 18 by 21. Great for covering your covers with this, or use little snippets here and there for the paper clips, for pockets, whatever. These are fantastic and a great size. These gift bags, if making a bigger junk journal scares you, make a small one. So use something like this. Just fold these in half. You can glue this down or leave it like this and use that as a pocket. You can sew up the sides or glue the sides and have that as a pocket. Leave the handle on. But here's your cute little journal, that size. And then you have a pocket on this side too. And then sew your signatures in. And I just thought these were fantastic. These are gift bags. And that's kind of hard to see what that is, but easily cover that up. But I think these are for, they have little handles. I think these are for wine bottles. But you could easily cut these and fan them out. I mean, look, there's a lot of room in there. I got several of these because I thought these would be really handy. Plus, you know, gifts for a bottle of wine. Make you a big bow, cover that up. All right, and we have the sketch pads. Great, just white, good white paper. And again, you can use this outside cover when you're done with all the paper as your cover for a signature, for a book. Tissue paper, love tissue paper. Mod Podge, so if you wanted to cover this, put you some Mod Podge down. Use your tissue paper. You could crinkle it up on there. You could try to lay it flat. I mean, here's matching colors for you. Love tissue paper. Really impressed. This is Crafter Square. This is Crafting Paper Pack. 24 sheets. all these different colors. And again, if you want to use them with a bright journal or add a pop of color, fantastic. Crafter Square, and great brand. Anyway, little sponge brushes. So if you do want to use Mod Podge or spread out your glue, if it's just regular glue. Anyway, these are great to have. More thank you notes. I just like that design. And then this is a craft scraper, they call it, but it's good for like a bone folder. You don't have to go buy an expensive bone folder. Just use these because you do want to crease. You know, when you're folding, you do want to make a good crease. And using your thumb is not going to get it. So this is one of those staple things you need. And then these little teeny tiny clothespins. And those are fun to add collages to and add to the top of your page. And then, let's see, what else do we got? Acrylic paint. You could put a little bit on your finger. This happens to be gold. Put a little bit on your finger and go around the edges of things. Add a little shimmer. This is a washable paint. I got it brown. You could actually thin this down, really thin it down, and then age some of your papers or your covers. Mod Podge. Again with the, the tissue paper, it all works together. And I think, I was looking to make sure, I think that's it. But I think this is a pretty good start for a junk journaling idea. Again, you don't have to go out and buy this stuff, but if you're wanting to, just know you don't have to go spend a lot of money. And there's no rules. Do what makes you happy. That's, use the colors that make you happy. That's why what do I do with that? Hang on. That's why I picked some of these. The brighter colors. There's this. The tissue paper. I mean, all that works together. And I mean, it's happy. You can still ink the edges. You can still antique it, whatever you want to do. But, there's a lot of people that don't like that aged look or that antique look. And you leave it pretty and pristine like this. But, I think it's fun. I did do a video on making a junk journal with nothing but Dollar Tree stuff. You can go back and check it out. But I was going to show you. See, all the colors work together. Where was that? There was something else. The journal cards. So see, it doesn't all have to be antique-y looking. It can be whatever you want it to be. And if you want to buy some digital kits, you can find them for, just a few dollars. All different subjects. I mean, it's just, the world is yours. All right. Well, since you made it to the end with me, if you're starting out junk journaling, if you are interested in all this stuff, please leave a comment, and I'm going to give all this stuff away. I'm going to box it all up and send it to somebody that wants to start junk journaling. And hopefully that will inspire you and get you going on the road to making some beautiful books that make you happy. So until next time, bye for now.